Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the FinTech Hunting Podcast. We have a fantastic guest for you today. He's a leading AI innovator, an industry thought leader, and a borrower engagement expert. Please help me welcome back to the show, Josh Friend, founder and CEO of Insellerate. Josh, welcome to the show.
Michael, thanks for having me back on.
Well, it is great to have you on, Josh. There's so many exciting things going on. And the first thing I want to dive right into is you guys had a major announcement today that really grabbed my attention. You guys have signed 13 new enterprise clients in the first half of 2025.
Yep.
Tell me what's going on. Tell me why the excitement and what's really leading to that growth.
Yeah, I think what's really leading to the growth is just years of having some innovative technology and having the addition of AI, right? So we added AI in last year. We added also some Outlook integration for email into the platform as well. That's given us a lot better insight into customers. So our Athena platform has really helped lenders, increase conversions, and we have some great stats on it. So I think that's really got a lot of attention. And not only did it give attention to our platform, which, as you know, it's standalone, so you can use it with a different CRM, but people have also, as they've looked at the Athena platform, started looking under the hood and realizing, well, maybe we can make a switch, and we've gained wholesale customers. So it's not just one product. We have wholesale customers we're signing now, distributed retail customers, consumer direct. So we're kind of getting growth from all channels right now, which has been great.
You've brought up a number of interesting points, so I'm going to dive into those and we'll kind of start picking those apart. So let's first talk about Athena and the AI, because there's tons of talk about AI. You guys are actually producing results, and you've been doing AI now for a couple of years, so this isn't something new. Talk to me about the success of the product, how many calls you've reviewed, and why it's having such an impact with loan officers.
Yeah, so we launched Athena commercially January 2024, so it's been in the marketplace for 18 months. Athena's now reviewing over 60,000 new individual customer inquiries for mortgages through call center, reviewing actual phone calls of 60,000 new inquiries a month. I think we're over 700,000 calls that we've reviewed, 70,000 hours. We have quite a bit of data behind us now within the platform. That's really given us, not only has it given us a great place to train, but the stats we've gotten out of this has just been amazing, what we're able to do with that data because of how big that data set is now.
Well, and I think that's one of the things people lose sight of when we talk AI. It's the data, and the data that can lead to great insights. You could be the world's greatest sales manager and you can't review 60,000 calls in a month.
No,
it's not possible. But if you can leverage AI in a tool like Athena and say, hey, I'm reviewing every one of the calls from my best loan officers to my average loan officers to my underperforming loan officers, and I can start seeing traits and I can start seeing what's working. Talk to me about how that knowledge and those insights are really what make you different, because there's a lot of people rolling out AI solutions and they're like, we can help you with AI, and then they're like, here's the tool, go build it, add all your own data.
That's right. It really comes down to the specialization. And when it comes to AI, and what I really look at for Insellerate and what we're doing with Athena is we want to deliver that last mile really, really, really well. So we want to deliver to you a finished product that you can actually operationalize. And that's what I want to say in the mortgage space. When we're speaking of Athena, there's other AI call review platforms out there. And some have been around the industry for a decade. And they're neat and interesting, and they can help you look at a lot of wide range of things, but they aren't going to really go help you do what you do best, which is sell mortgages. And That's where we've really led the market. There's no one that has anywhere close to as big of a data set that we have. Cross Country Mortgage, second largest lender in the country, was our first customer over 18 months ago on the platform. As you know, early on, we've been able to achieve an 89.4% accuracy rate, but have been able to predict if they're going to fund a loan with the customer based off a phone call. So we have huge intelligence behind this model, and it's really been able to improve over time. So we really, and again, we're specializing in the mortgage space and also in the servicing space for mortgage servicers. Yep. So we're really, tied into this space. We're not going out, there's, some people right now, well, this isn't we're using Riverside, but if we were using Zoom, you guys are all people use Zoom, or you probably use an AI note taker. You see Otter.ai, so
Yep.
all these AI, and those are sales coaches or note takers, right? It's similar to Athena. The difference is that's not going to teach you to sell a mortgage, because how to operationalize that. And that's what we really specialize in. So whether you're using our software or Salesforce or Velocify or another system, we actually can operationalize our AI and our findings to help you actually drive an ROI. It's not just this esoteric, cool, your loan officers seem like they're a little down today, or people are asking about rates. Well, no, what do you do with that? How do you make it work? How do you actually create automated actions that can help you close more business?
Well, and I think one of the other key attributes of that is the ability then to scale
Yeah,
without having to throw a ton of bodies at it, because you're working on loans that have a high probability of closing, or you're not working on loans that really don't have. So talk to me about
that's a great.
scalability and why that's so important.
Yeah, I mean, listen, right now, if you're a call center, one of the biggest things our marketers, and we're working with lenders daily with this, is a couple things. We all get our phone calls, and we see spam likely on our phone. We all see text messages that don't get through, or emails go in our spam folder. So for all of your mortgagers, you're all marketers. So you're sending out emails and calls and texts. So let me just tell you, there's people you're calling and texting that you're never going to close a loan with, or the opportunity to close a loan with them is so low that it's not worth it. Think about not wasting time. So we have one of our lenders. We did a 90-day study. We rolled out one of the things we have is a deal possibility score. We rate the call based off of this lead. We understand between a 1 to 9, how possible is it for you to close a loan with this customer? And we'd say, based off these scores, you should actually then manage your workflow. Higher score ones go after, lower score, don't even call, email, or text. This lender, over a 90-day period, we scored 23,000 calls, a 1 to a 4. Okay, they have 300 loan officers in their call center, decent sized lender. They went ahead and after we scored a 1 to a 4, based off their normal work and tactics, they made 187,000 additional phone calls to those 23,000 customers. They were on the phone for 3,100 hours, and they funded 11 loans. They also sent out 23,000 text messages. Well, something else we saw was interesting is those people that had those low scores, they would hit stop in their text message string to a 30-to-1 average of people have a higher score. So not only are you wasting time, money, you're also ruining your reputation. So that people who should get your messages aren't getting your messages, because those people that you shouldn't even be calling. I mean, would you, well, by the way, they funded 11 loans. So they spent 3,100 hours on the phone for 11 loans. So, I mean, I don't know what you pay per hour for an employee, but if it's $20, I mean, start doing the math. It's a lot of money. It's insane how much of a waste of money that was. It's like a year's worth of work for someone to make those calls. And now you can use AI to eliminate that waste. Be hyper efficient. Don't ruin your reputation. Don't burn out people with human hours. Don't waste time. Don't piss off people that aren't going to buy from you.
Well, and to me, that's really that intelligent automation. It's not just using AI for AI's sake.
That's
It's
right.
not, like you said, just giving you some generic numbers. It's strategically showing you how to compete and level the playing field, whether you're a small, mid-sized lender, whether you're a large regional player. You can now compete with the top lenders because of the use of this technology. You had mentioned that it is CRM agnostic.
That's right.
Awesome. So if you don't want to rip out your CRM, you can use Athena. But one thing that really caught me in the release was, yep, I'm glad it's agnostic. Isn't that awesome? But 12 of those 13 companies are all now selected your CRM in addition to the AI. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, we were not going into it trying to sell a CRM, but then just through the process of integrations and then seeing the overall product and the platform, they realized just from a cost perspective, and some of those people actually switch off of Salesforce, some of them switch off of some other competitors out there, just the cost difference and the integrations and the ability to actually roll out the technology, just not just Athena, but just their own needs and technology. It was just a lot easier. And the other thing was we had a lot of growth in wholesale. So the wholesale is a side of the mortgage market that current CRMs just don't really manage correctly, because the data structure for mortgage CRMs are around a borrower selling a loan.
Right.
And so people go to like a Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, so they need these additional, what we call objects. They want a company, they want a branch, they want a loan officer, they need this data structure. We have that data structure. We built it, we released it a year and a half ago. There's no other CRM in the mortgage space that has that. So it's allowed us to gain customers in wholesale. And in these other spaces that just, other people haven't been able to serve well. Now we can serve those spaces very well.
So Josh, let's talk about that a little because you kind of you brushed it along of, hey, this is kind of cool, but I don't think people understand the magnitude, and I think sometimes some of the owners aren't in the CRM. But one of the biggest challenges is either you pull up Michael Hammond or you pull up Next Level Advisors, but a lot of times you can't connect the two in a traditional CRM that serves the mortgage industry. So if we're looking holistically at the Hammond file and all the different loan types and opportunities and everything else, you're treating it as an individual transaction, or how old CRMs did it. Your technology can holistically look at it and say, okay, Hammond's gotten this many loans over the course of his lifetime. I can connect those. Here's a refinance opportunity. Here's a second mortgage for a vacation home. How much time, clarity, and insights does that save a lender when they can do that off of one platform?
I mean, it's massive. And if you're a marketer and you're really trying to do this at a high level, it's why people went and spent ridiculous amounts of money to use a Salesforce or a HubSpot or Microsoft Dynamics, because the ability to actually manage a customer as a customer, then their transactions or their opportunities as different opportunities, so you can see holistically what's the journey of my customer, what's the life of someone, and how do I manage Michael Hammond as Michael Hammond. And every time he's trying to get a loan from me, those are separate transactions. And then also for wholesale, it's the same thing. I need to manage ABC Broker. And then under ABC Broker may have 5 branches, and they may have 25 loan officers, and each loan officer may have 3 or 4 opportunities. I need to be able to see them all as one record and then break them down to each branch, each loan officer, so I can actually manage people as a company and so forth, versus just one lead record, which has been how people have tried to manage, which obviously doesn't work.
It doesn't. I mean, I see it all the time with clients who get a new list for an upcoming conference or trade show. They throw that in, and then if they separate them from some different groups, and I know somebody here and there, and the next thing you know, they have 4 meetings scheduled with the same company with different people, and there was no visibility into that at all.
Yeah, you don't know who the company is because the data structure doesn't fit that way. That's right.
Exactly.
So that's been, obviously that's given us an uptick. And really what I like to say is this has really come from our consistent commitment to really how do we help lenders close more loans, but also how do we build the technology platform that's ready today and tomorrow. And if you see our quick leverage of AI within our platform, right, what we've been able to do with Athena and be able to reach scale. And we've been able to operationalize AI with over a dozen lenders and get real results. So this is something we've been able to do, to also be able to increase our APIs to be one of the first people to integrate to Encompass's TPO object, fully integrate to Encompass's TPO object, and on the same platform, and to have the same platform that does retail and does consumer direct, and people use it to recruit out of. So to have all these types of different things has really been our commitment of how do we serve lenders, the most appropriately, and how can we serve you guys best.
Josh, you've done a great job of really describing the technology, but more importantly, the business case and the value that your technology brings. It's the power of the innovation. It's the power of how you can do APIs and leverage technology, but the end result is a significant ROI, a quick speed to market in a very challenging and dynamic and changing market. You're delivering real results. If people want to get a hold of you, if they want to see a demo of Athena, if they want to see the Insellerate CRM, what's the best way that they can reach you guys and see all of this powerful technology? Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen it yet, you owe it to yourself. You're doing yourself and your company a huge disservice if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, just go to our website, Insellerate.com. Ask it a demo. Someone from the sales staff will reach out to you. We'll be more than happy to talk to you about how we can help you, show you what list of products we have, what could be a right fit for you. Just, go to Insellerate.com, and we'd love to hear from you.
Josh, you always have so many great insights. You are welcome back anytime. But ladies and gentlemen, go check out all of the cool things. There's a reason that 13 lenders, enterprise accounts have signed up with Insellerate in the first half of the year. I can't wait to see what you guys do in the second half of the year, Josh. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael, for having me.
Thank you.